My name is Aaron Jeffries from Great Lakes Central High School. I'm a senior, and my teacher is Mrs. Lynn. And today I'm going to be showing you how you can animate your own image like I am doing at the moment right here. Now let's go over here into the code. So first things first, we got our a button called Start Animation and an image called Image to Animate. And in the assets, I have 144 images named in order by frame. Now these have to be in order, otherwise the animation won't look as fluent. And you have to number it in order too. So back to the code, right underneath the image to animate outlet, we're going to do var frames is equal to 1, setting which frame is going to be shown first. Now underneath the button, we are going to do @Objective-C function, and then we're going to name it start start anime. Okay, so here we need inside of this, and the reason why we did the objective function is because we need to put it into a timer later, and we can't do that without a objective function. Now inside, we're going to increase frames equal to a 1. So this is just changing what frame is going to be is being selected. And then we also need to change the image based on which frame is being chosen. So image to animate dot image is equal to UI capital I image parentheses, and in here we're going to do image. It should pop up in a minute, but it should say image literal resource name, quotation marks, and then you're going to put so in here, in the assets, I have train 88 or train 99 or whatever, and then basically what you want to do is you want to do train, and then you're going to do backslash parentheses, and inside the parentheses you're going to put frames. This will basically grab the name with whatever frames is equal to. So frame 12, it'll grab the image with the name train 12 as an example. Now we also need to test if it's going to be if it is going to be the max, and that's what we're going to do with this if statement. So if frames is greater than or equal to, as a failsafe, 144. Just in case if it goes over 144, because I have 144 frames, you can have as many frames as you want. I recommend over 10, because otherwise it doesn't look like an animation. So now we are going to do frames is equal to 1. Just pretty much setting it equal to 1 after we hit the max. Now we're going to go back up to the variables, and we're going to do frame timer lowercase colon and then capital timer with a question mark. This just sets the timer and allows us to create it later. And now inside the button, we're going to do timer is equal to capital timer dot scheduled timer. It should pop up in a second. Schedule timer, just click the first one, and then timed interval we're going to put at 24 frames a second. You can change it to anything you want, but 24 frames a second is 0.04166. It's going to target the cell so that it can continue. The selector is actually, we're going to do hashtag selector, and then in parentheses, and we're going to, inside this in parentheses, we're going to get the objective function name. So start, oh, that's not how you spell start. Start anime, like that. Then in the user info, we're going to put nil, because we don't need to grab any user info, and we're going to put true for the repeats, so that it continues to repeat. And that's all you have to do. Now, now we watch this nice animation, I'm going to tell you why you need this. It's because animation can be used in any form of way that you want. It can be used to move things around the apps like view controller. It can be used to literally just animate an image like I'm doing with this train. Animation is one of my favorite things, and I love to animate so much, especially drawing the little frames. It's just so much fun. Well, that's what I wanted to show. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you later.